I came here, I walked yesterday night. I love it. It's beautiful. Welcome to Colombia! Welcome, wonderful people all over the world. My name is Frank, I'm Swiss, and I run a tour operator in Bogota, Colombia. I'm currently on a very long road trip, about 45 days to the Caribbean coast of Colombia, investigating everything, and I welcome you to Santa Cruz de Mompós. This is one of the heritage towns of Colombia, and it was also declared Heritage of the UNESCO, I think in 1985. Mompós was founded in 1537, and as you might know, around 1500 the Spaniards invaded, conquisted Colombia, and Mompós was a very important destination. This has a waterway, the probably most important waterway of Colombia. It's the Magdalena River. It starts in Barranquilla and goes all inside the country. So you can imagine, in the old days from Cartagena you had those big cargo ships. They took about 30 days from Cartagena to come here, and then another 60 days to Honda, which is also a heritage town, and then they transport the cargo to Bogota by land with mules. We're currently here on one end of the town. Here you can see the Iglesia Santa Barbara, a beautiful piece of church. Beautiful. So you not only had the Spaniards and pirates and Arabs, but many more visitors, and you will see influence of all that all around. And also the influence of those visitors you will see in different buildings. So the church was built in 1613. It says it on the church. So Mompós became a very important trade harbor. But when the Spaniards came here first, they encountered indigenous people. Some were peaceful and some shot arrows. So some disappeared, and some tribes are still around, but in very small numbers, distributed around the country. As you can see, here in Mompós we have a beautiful road along the river, and it's actually a pedestrian zone, so no motorbikes allowed. But we're on the Caribbean coast of Colombia, and rules are not followed so strictly. But sometimes also they told me that the tourism police is also walking here and fining the people that drive their motorbikes here on the pedestrian way. When you walk here, you will see all those beautiful colonial houses. You will find restaurants and cafes, and it's a stunning town. It's beautiful. To be honest, I tell you a story. I came here for the first time, I think that was 2017. That was on my first Caribbean trip. Mompós was my, I think, almost last station. And I was driving for 1 month. And I was a little exhausted, and it was hot and humid. And I just took the cheapest accommodation, just with the fan, no air condition. And that was, I didn't sleep, and I didn't like the town. And this time, this is the start of my trip. I came here, I walked yesterday night. I love it. It's beautiful. It's awesome. So nice. And there was just a long weekend, so all the people left yesterday. You know, we have 19 public holidays in Colombia, and people usually travel on those long weekends. And today it's Tuesday, and yesterday, Monday, I arrived here in the afternoon. So, how to get to Mompós? You can get here from Cartagena by road. It takes you 6 to 7 hours. There's also, you can take a boat. This is about 9 hours, but you also can fly. There's a small airport, and there are connections from Cartagena and from Medellin. So Mompós was actually isolated for a long time, because before it was connected with the Magdalena River, but it lost its status as a trade harbor, and then nobody came, and there was no road connection. So what happened? They became very isolated, and then they built a road. I think it's not that long time ago, maybe 30 years. I'm not sure. We will put the date here. And then Buenos dias. And then Mompós had actually a revival. Today you find fantastic infrastructure, original houses, colonial architecture. You find 7 churches, or 8. There's also a house they call the Devil's Church, but that's a different story. And the hotels I have to visit afterwards, but from what I saw on the pictures in my investigations, the hotels, they look pretty fancy, pretty nice. I will find out after this walking here. Hey Colombia traveler! Do not miss out on the great additional information we always provide below in the description sections of all our videos. Now back to the video. There is also some special local food, so I didn't investigate it any further. I have to try that tonight. Cannot tell you anything about that. Also, they produce different wine, palm wine, local fruit. Also have to try that, but it's 8 o'clock in the morning, so it's a little early to drink wine already. And yeah, what I wanted to tell you, that's very important. So as Colombia is becoming more and more touristy, and people start losing their fear from dangerous Colombia, because Colombia today it's a normal country you can travel to, and all the history with the narcos and stuff, and it's not that bad anymore, so it became a very touristy country. Last year we received 5.3 million foreigners. There's a huge potential to scale, but what's happening here in Mompós, they also benefit from that fact. So we have now luxury cruises starting operating. I think the first one is next year, and they will start in Cartagena, drive to Barranquilla, then enter the river and come up here. I think it's a cruise of 8 days, something like that. If you search online, you will find it. Also, we might put the link down below in the description section, which you should check anyway, because we have great information down there. Also links to our website, where we have the best information and first-hand information all around Colombia. So if you're a traveler, we have it in 5 languages. Go there, sneak around, great travel guides, cool stuff. So let's go first here and then to the Plaza. So we have here 2 boats, and they do kind of sunset cruises. There are also bird watching cruises, not cruises, bird watching boats and different activities. But those are the sunset cruises. So they leave at 4:30 and they go up and down the river. And I saw videos, looks beautiful. I probably will do that today if the weather is good, and show you also in this video more. So this will be at the end. If there are many people, the big boat. If there are not that many people, the smaller boat. So this was actually the harbor and the harbor house. And then of course we have another church here, because you know Colombia is a Catholic country. Somewhere is a stone of Simón Bolívar, because when Simón Bolívar, who was from Venezuela, wanted to liberate Gran Colombia, which consisted out of Panama, Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, then he needed an army. So he came here and found 400 men, which helped him with his army then in the battle. So as you can see, all along the river, it's quite long and it's beautiful. It's early in the morning, so there's not much life. I was here yesterday night. At night, it's beautiful with the lights. The light concept is not the best. They don't use the sweet yellow color, the warm lights, but it's not like super bright white. It's okay. I think it looks better from afar than close up, but at least it's nicely made with the nice lanterns. So at night it's really romantic. You can walk here, totally safe, no issue. This is a town, you know, nothing happens. The worst that can happen is that you walk here and a motorbike drives by. That is the most exciting thing that can happen. So no worries coming here. This is actually for all such towns in Colombia. It's very quiet and very safe. No issues at all. And here on the Caribbean coast, because of the temperature, also everything is a bit slower. So if you have booked a tour or organized anything, whatever, be aware the clocks, they run very slow. So a guide or a transport might show up 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10, 15 minutes late. That can happen. It's just a different lifestyle here on the Caribbean coast in Colombia. And this is also a good reason for you. Just arrive and relax, take it easy, sip a coffee, and then you can make the guide waiting for you instead you waiting for the guide. So over there I can hear music and children dancing. Another square. This is actually where we walk to. This will the final square, because after that it's not Colonial anymore, not so nice. So, and also the road changes, so there's no reason to go further. And also what I did with the guy who is watching the hotel during the night, he has a motorbike, so we will show you a clip within this video of me on the main road, because then you will see all the colonial buildings on the main road next there. That you see more infrastructure, more architecture, which is really cool. So we have here one more of the 7 churches. Perfect, so let's go to the main road. So the weather is quite nice, and we have here 2 boats, and the owner is also here. His name is Julio Gomez, and he actually lived in New York for 15 years. So let's see if we can get him for an interview, and then he can tell us more about the cruise. So let's go and board the boat. way, goodbye. I wish you all the best wherever you are. Consider Mompós including in your trip to Colombia. It's beautiful. I hope to see you back here on my YouTube channel again, or even better, see you here in Colombia very soon. All the best, take care. Here's COLOMBIAFRANK, bye bye.